Thank you for staying with us. Days after presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the February the 25th election, Peter Obi, held a press conference asking President Tinubu to come clean on his true identity. He's now at the receiving end of the same allegation of inconsistent identity. The twist is that the accusations are coming from a faction of his own political party. The party is focusing the zoom lens on his academic records as the National Publicity Secretary of the Lamidi Apapa-led faction of the party, Abayomi Arabambi, has alleged that there is discrepancy in the credentials submitted to the party by its presidential candidate. Mr. Arabambi said the name rating on Mr. Obi's academic certificate from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, UNN, was different from the name his NYSC certificate bears.
I don't know whether Obi is a woman. You put Obi, Gregory, Peter, Hyphen, Onwubuase. Who gave him the company name? Who gave Obi company name? Has he ever told you people he's a woman? Or his mother married another person? He put Peter, Hyphen. That is a company name now. This is a common sense English now. He put a company name here as his name. Those are questions begging for answer. Not for you to be telling us that, oh, you are paying that one president is a criminal, is a forger. Are you getting my point? So these are the questions we're asking. Now, the school that mobilizes him is the University of Nigeria, Nsukka now. Everybody that goes to service, no. It is your school that will send your name to NYC, not you going there. So if University of Nigeria, Nsukka wrote Gregory, Peter, Onwubuase, Obi to NYC, how manage? NYC now married him off to another person. They now put Peter, Hyphen, Onwubuase, Obi. Who gave NYC the power to marry Obi off? Is he a woman? Or an hermaphrodite? These are two of the questions I'm begging for answer now. And don't forget, this thing was sent by Oseloka, it's SSG. Yesterday. Do I have it? But when I did my press conference, he now came out to say, oh, Obi is very clean. He thought we are daft. We are not daft. These are two of the questions. You needed to clear this thing now. Are you a woman? Are we talking about hermaphrodite or, same sex here? He needed to clear this thing. How did NYC manage to put Hyphen Peter Onwubuase? Is Peter now a woman? Those are the question begging for answer. It's not a question of Labour Party matter. If we will follow crime, if we are going to follow malfeasance, malgovernance, Israel slavery of APC and PDP administration, then we don't have any business to be in governance. That means we are all birds of the same feather. And Labour Party was not formed on that. It came from PDP. So it should not just come and infest us with those corrupted, their corruption in the Labour Party. We don't want that. He can go back to PDP where it's coming from. Nigerian, he went on here to say Nigeria are now being viewed as criminal. I am not a Ghanaian. So I need them to come out clean that we are not criminals. When you come to equity, you have to come with a clean hand. There is no white thief in the world. There is no white thief in the world, and there is no black thief in the world. A man who came to deceive us in Labour Party should not be at the forefront of laying accusation on the other person. Now, what we are now asking is this. He said the president should come out. I am not interested in that rhetoric. What I'm interested in this. Who is Peter Obi? He's not the one. It's his brother. It's his brother. He's not the one. So he should come and tell Nigeria first your true identity. How could a woman who has a child be claiming you have twins? Who deliver you of twins? It is the one you have, that you lay claim to, not for you to be laying claim to what doesn't belong to you. As a member of the same party, we will not cover crime. We will say because if you want to cover crime, the APC and PDP should continue to rule. Why do you want to change them? We have accused them of maladministration. We have accused them of malgovernance. We have accused them of stealing.
Well, joining us in the studio to shed more light on this is public affairs analyst Ziggy Ibe. Ziggy, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the party went further. If you look at the front page of the first newspaper this morning, this faction of the party went further to say that they are giving the Labour Party presidential candidate 48 hours to clarify his identity or risk suspension. Let's get your perspective on this development. Is there a matter here?
Yes, I think we should have allowed LP to deal with their things, because in that regard, it's family affair. Yeah, family affair in the sense that the party, a faction of the party, is saying that their arrowhead, their figurehead, who is P2B, is having or parading effect or discrepancies on his this
documents
deposed. Okay, but you see, as a public, and we are still part of this existence, we don't let it go, because previously we've had issues like that, and it has been squarely dealt with. And those who paraded or those who engendered this issue were part of these people, this family. Okay, now it has come to their own point where they need to go to clear the urgent table now. At this point, LP, the obedience, and Obi himself, who is enmeshed in this issue, should come clean. I'm happy Arabambi is coming this way, because he said he wouldn't want to condone issues of this nature, because they had earlier accused the president of not having certificates. Eventually, it was arrested by the school he attended, which is Chicago State University, and recently the BBC. Okay, that issue those issues were dealt with, and it took this space for a very longer period. It lingered for a long time, and eventually, for Arabambi, who is a faction of this party, to come up with means they don't want to condone such, because tomorrow it might be their turn. The earlier they corrected it, the better. And that's exactly what he is doing. I'm happy they've given timeline, and the timeline is 48 hours, within which, if Obi didn't come clean with these discrepancies, he will be expelled from the party. I love one thing here. We are learning new things. What are we learning here? When you are going into political office, write all your past wrongs, if there is. But if you are not, you must come clean to the public and claim and go straight to the issues you've claimed. Do you know the most interesting thing here? Obi is a Labour Party egghead. The people that are laying this claim, or the people that are asking him to come out clean, are people he is representing. There's no beef here. We, the public, we are being spectators here. We are looking at their fight. That's why I say a family issue. But we are interested because Obi is a public figure. Okay, and earlier he had wanted to run the affairs of this country. Understand? So he who comes that way must come clean. You see how they dragged President Bola Tinubu, and all of us jumped in the fray because we wanted everyone of such political point to have a clean hand. Okay, like the wife or sister said, if you must do all this, you must come clean.
He who comes to equity.
Yes, you must come with clean hands. Okay, and at this point, the burden is on Peter Obi to prove against the what Arabambi has said.
Beyond reasonable doubt.
Yes, beyond all reasonable doubt. And he has been given a timeline within 48 hours, within which he has the right to say either yes or no.
One of the questions which I found on the social media and reflected in the video that we played earlier was a question about, okay, this is the NYC, this is the certificate you received from your school that mobilized you for the NYC, and it has to be consistent with what the NYC would give you. But the question which they ask, which I would like to ask you whether you have an answer to it, is it true, or does NYC have the right to marry Peter Obi off? It sounds funny, but then
yes, it is.
It's very critical question.
The inconsistency that has trailed so many political office holders, rightly or wrongly, might be that so many didn't pay attention to some of these things. Okay? But then we are talking about a school that is subsisting in Nigeria. UNN, where P2B said he attended, is right here, unlike Chicago State University that is far away from us. Okay, and what P2B, I think, should do, if I were his shoe, is to write the school. Make available all my transcripts, like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did, or his school did. Then let's begin to marry the names, because there are so many names that are there that are not appearing or did not appear in the certificate, degree certificate. Onwubuasi is there. Some were spelled differently from Onwubuasi, and that is where the inconsistencies are coming. And people are saying, which one belongs to you? Is it Peter Obi? Some are bearing Peter Gregory Obi. Some are bearing Peter Onwubuasi Obi. Some are bearing, those inconsistencies must be righted. And Arabambi is not wrong, or his party is not wrong here. Come clean. So that in time past, when we are fielding you, we wouldn't have issues as we've had in the past. I think making it public is equally a wonderful thing, because the party want to be on the part of the public, trying to know or trying to tell the public or letting everyone know that this is how far we've gone. So the onus is on the P2B now to come clean of all these discrepancies. Okay? And within which, if he didn't, that means all that were alleged against him were true.
Okay.